Okay, well, it's completed. There's 5 of us in the band. There's myself, I play bass, my name's Simon. Gus sings. We've got 2 brothers in the band, John and Fraser. They both play guitar. And Ben, the idiot, Jolly.
The jester.
The absolute wacky man. And he played drums.
Yeah.
Well, it's quite big. So yeah, it's gonna. I can imagine if I don't know how well it's done, but if it's a full room,
There's a lot of kids outside.
There's a lot of kids outside. From past experiences, we always get great reactions from like the French crowd. So we're really excited. Like the French crowd and also the German crowd are always our kind of like favourite places to play, because the crowd are really kind of
just up
for it, yeah, just up for a laugh.
These shows have been amazing because they're huge crowds. It works really well. Like us and All Time Lows seem to be able to kind of share. You know, we seem to be able to communicate with their fan base pretty well. So all the shows we've been treated really well. And this is a massive venue. It's a beautiful place.
Yeah.
It's the last show of the European tour. It can't be anything else other than really good. So we're excited about tonight.
Everywhere, like, you know, we obviously listen to the bands that we kind of used to listen to as kids, but we also listen to kind of like loads of different stuff. You know, probably artists or bands that probably people don't expect. You know, we just listen to everything. You know, new bands we gain kind of influences from, as well as the kind of bands we used to listen to back in the day. I'd like to think we're kind of like an open.
Yeah, I think we have quite like an eclectic taste in music. We all like different stuff, and we all share similar musical tastes. You know, I mean, we will listen from everything to Katy Perry to like fucking Arcade Fire or Mumford and Sons to like Metallica or like hardcore bands. You know, literally all the way right across the board. I think it's important, and often you can be inspired by it doesn't have to be music. What I find really inspiring is just hearing or looking or reading at someone that's kind of doing something well. So if I'm reading a book that's really kind of strikes a chord with me, or if I listen to a piece of music and I'm like, fuck, that's rap, that's wicked, that just makes me want to kind of be creative, I guess. But yeah, as a band, we're kind of inspired by literally everything. It sounds like a bit of a con answer, but it's the truth. We have very eclectic musical taste.
It's great. It's only been out, what, 5 days?
4 days.
Yeah, 4 or 5 days, and it's already had like 20,000 views on YouTube. It's awesome. I think. Well, it's our favourite song anyway on the album, and when we got the drafts through for all the directors, we got this one company, this one guy that was kind of like caught our eye. Amongst every other director, kind of like it stood out loads, and so it's really exciting. And the whole process was actually really pain free for once, wasn't it?
We have like the worst luck with videos. Yeah. Every video involves us standing like on top of a mountain in the freezing cold, or like on a train track in the middle of the night in the rain and the mud, or in a freezing cold like industrial warehouse. Yeah. So, it always like
we were cold, but
we were cold. To be fair. But it was pain free. I mean, the director Tim Mattia just. Like, we always write the ideas for the video, and then people come back with their kind of interpretations of it. And he just completely got it, and his kind of idea for the video was basically exactly what we wanted. And the first time ever that we have been happy with a director. Like, he just absolutely nailed what we wanted. He totally communicated visually what we think of as the kind of feeling and the vibe of the song, So it's like the first video we actually like.
Yeah.
And the fans have loved it. I'm really happy with the fact that they've kind of responded positively, because we actually tried to do something a little different with it. And I was like, I hope people get it. I hope it isn't just seen as kind of like, what is this?
Kind of arty-farty kind of video.
Yeah, but it works. It's not too kind of like up itself. It's just kind of a good looking video.
We just wanted to make it visually kind of pleasing, and it kind of captures the whole, it captures the whole kind of mood of the song and everything within it. And I think it's just if you watch the video for the first time, I mean, it's just black and white, but like the imagery within the video is just really striking.
Quite powerful.
Think it's quite powerful.
We wanted to have a video that, like, in UK at the moment there's like loads of great bands, but a lot of bands that sound really similar. A lot of bands using the same directors, the same artwork, going to the same producers, writing similar sounding music. and we were just like, we're sick of being a part of this. You know, we want to really try and stand apart. And this video was like one of our ways that we were beginning to try and do that. You know, in amongst all the other videos that we would see on TV, I could just see this video in the middle of them standing out like a sore thumb, you know, but in the best possible way, and that's the idea. So for everything we did, we tried to do different to other people, black and white, no performance shots, no strict kind of linear narrative as such, but just evocative imagery and kind of fast editing or whatever, you know, we tried to kind of be creative. Yeah, we kind of fucked out, didn't we?
Yeah.
We ran out of time. I mean, it's very simple. We you know, we're honest about it, which is why when we released the single for Way of the World, we had it remixed. It was very simply because, you know, we had to record the album, write and record it in a very short space of time because we only had a limited amount of money, because we were really busy touring and, you know, trying to keep momentum going. So, you know, it came to record the album, and because Way of the World, we already knew it because we'd already done it. We were like, okay, we'll leave that till last, we'll address all the songs that are new, and then we'll do that last, you know. And we ran out of time. So we had to kind of do it really quickly, and we didn't really get to kind of really realise the vision we had for Weight of the World on the album.
Yeah.
But we still wanted to release it as a single. So we, when we came to release it, we just got it remixed. And I think the remix is the best version of Weight of the World that's out there. But the album version didn't quite, you know, wasn't quite what we wanted. It was very simply because, sonically speaking, you know, in terms of the way the album sounds, we used a complete different recording method, different instruments, it's a different time, you know, and production-wise we were going for a different sound. The EP is very digital, very processed sounding and really kind of slick, and that's nice, but we wanted the album to be a little more organic and have a little more kind of realness to it, you know, almost like you're kind of in the room, you know, that's kind of what we went for.
It has that kind of style like benefits like a lot of the songs on the album, but maybe, you know, maybe it didn't benefit Weight of the World so much as the others, you know, and it's totally a kind of taste thing. Like, you know, I can remember when it first came out, you know, some of the guys in the band preferred the album version, and like, you know, a couple of us like just fancied the first one a lot more for the very reasons that you just said. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's a taste thing, and you know, we did the remix, and you know, that sounds great as well. So, you know, it's, you know, all versions are out there, so no one's going to kind of like, you know,
yeah, if you like the original more, that's cool. Listen to the original. Yeah. But if we had put the original one on the album, it would have sounded really totally different to the other songs on the album. Yeah. And we wanted the album to sound like a kind of a cohesive body of work. So it was quite important for us to re-record the Way of the World.